everybody, Onyx Tech Gaming here with another Let's Play Mort Hero. Let's get started on the final curtain. I believe this may be the last video. I'm not quite sure. I believe so.
Oh, hello. It's Ms. McGill, isn't it? That's right, love. But you could call me Emma. May I have a word with you? Of course. My cousin just called to tell me that Jane's ex-husband, James Winslow, has been arrested. She said he was the one who put Jane up to stealing that attaché case from your husband, which has now been recovered. So, don't you see what a golden opportunity this is? I'm afraid I don't. I figure I can sell the story to the press. An actress seduces an influential member of Parliament and steals his secrets for her ex-husband? A story like that should be worth a tidy sum. What does any of this have to do with me? Well, because if you added your side of the story, it could enhance its value. You can tell all of England exactly what your deceitful husband was up to, so his tarnished reputation doesn't rub off on you. I just don't know. I've got a fresh pot of tea ready. May I offer you a cup? That would be lovely. I'll just wait right here then, shall I?
I wonder. Yeah, it's gonna be sad. This is the last episode. I really enjoyed the series. And where are they? I'm looking for the ribbons. They're there. Okay, found it. Must be a grocery list. This handwriting looks very familiar. Okay. I'll check that out in a second. Where, duck? Where are ya? I used to have a pet duck named Easter that we found a duck egg on Easter morning when I was a kid. And we hatched it because we could, the mother was nowhere around, and we hatched it and named it Easter. And every spring it would come back to our house. We had a huge lake behind our house, and it would always come back. And the first year it came back, it had a wife and some kids, and it came straight to us. This is pretty cool. Oh dear, I bet I know what Jessica is thinking, and I'm afraid she might be right. Nigel, the desk of Nigel, Justine Watersford.
Ms. McGill, I'm afraid I can't make such a big decision so hastily. I understand. I'll give you the rest of the day to think about it. That's all the time I can spare. I'll be at the Milton Theatre at 10 o'clock tonight, waiting for your answer.
Good evening, Mrs. Watersford.
Good evening, Mrs. Watersford.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. Miss McGill asked me to meet her here.
Actually,
I was the one who wanted to talk to you.
Emma merely arranged it so that you'd come.
Talk to me. Talk to me. About what?
About why you murdered Jane Drury?
You must be joking.
I'm not.
The key was the handkerchief we found next to Jane's body.
At first, I
assumed it was Jane's. After all, her most recent ex-husband's name is Winslow.
But Emma
confirmed for me that Jane never took James Winslow's last name and never had the initials J.W. So
once I
realized that your name, Tina, was short for Justina, it made sense who had dropped the handkerchief in Jane's dressing room. And what other reason would you, Justina Watersford, have to be there except to confront the woman who was having an affair with your husband?
This is absurd.
I'm not the only person with the initials J.W. It's obvious that James Winslow was the one who killed Jane.
He was jealous of
her affair with my husband.
I'm not so sure
of that, Mrs. Watersford.
I have one
last thing to check.
So, things got a little bit more interesting. Who do you think it is? James or Justina? We both have the exact same initials. James was arrested in the last video I did. And we just confronted her. But I'm wondering, I suspect her, but at the same time, is she strong enough to lift her up into a noose? We did find her, we did find Jane hanged feet off the ground. So, or did they do it together? She strangled her, and he hung her up. Don't know. Let's compare this supposed suicide letter to samples of Miss Waterford's handwriting. Of course, it would be on the back of a book by J.B. Fletcher. And it says, dirge for a dead dash sound, maybe? Oh, wow. I recognize her face in the back of the cover. Okay, so matching letters. J's, Q's, the C's, yeah. Oops, the M's, and then the G's. So we got the G's. The handwriting is a perfect match. This confirms that you, Miss Waterford, were the one who wrote the suicide letter, not Jane, and implicates you as a killer. Ooh la la!
All right.
It's true. I was here because Giles told me that Nigel was having a relationship with Jane. And I wanted to put a stop to it. argued, and then Jane said something that sent me right over the edge.
What did she say?
What did she
That
say?
Nigel said he couldn't wait.
But Nigel said he couldn't wait to
escape.
escape from our marriage.
That's what I
It
suspected.
confirmed what I'd suspected for some time.
Other woman
Having
throw
this
it in my
other
face.
woman throw it in my face made me lose all control, and I
Strangled
strangled
And
her.
when you realized she
And
was
when you
dead,
realized she was dead, you tried to make the scene look like a suicide. You didn't know that first James and then Giles would come into the dressing room afterwards and find her dead.
I certainly didn't know they'd find her and then act like such fools to make themselves look guilty. And when each were arrested, well, neither would have been much
That
missed.
doesn't justify
That doesn't justify letting them take the blame for a murder you committed.
Maybe not.
Maybe
But with everything
not.
I have at stake,
But with everything I have at stake, I'm not about to let that get in the way. And I'm not about to let you expose me as a murderer either.
That's enough, Mrs. Watersford.
That's enough, Mrs.
Did you
Watersford.
hear it all?
Did you hear it all?
Every last word.
Every last word.
Mrs. Watersford, you're under
Mrs.
arrest.
Watersford, you're under arrest for the murder of Jane
Let's go.
Drury. Let's go.
Jane.
Poor
If only she'd
Jane.
been able to sit
If only
down
she'd
and
been
talk
able to
to
sit down
that
and
day
talk
in
to
Covent
that
Garden.
day in Covent
I
Garden.
know.
I know.
Would things have turned out differently
Would things
if
have
she
turned
hadn't
out
been scared
differently if
off
she
by the
hadn't
sight
been
of
scared
Giles'
off by the
badge
sight
pie?
of Giles' badge
We'll
pie?
never know for sure.
We'll never know for sure.
I'm glad you were able to
I'm
stay
glad
for
you were
Jane's
able to stay
memorial
for
service.
Jane's memorial service.
So am I.
So
It
am
was
I.
lovely.
It was
Jane
lovely.
will certainly be
Jane
missed,
will certainly be
but
missed,
not forgotten.
but not
I've
forgotten.
spoken with several of my
I've
friends
spoken
in
with
the
several
West
of my
End.
friends in
We're
the West
starting a
End.
scholarship
We're
fund
starting
in
a
Jane's
scholarship
memory
fund in Jane's memory to help aspiring young actors go to drama school.
What a wonderful idea.
What a wonderful
In a
idea.
way, she's helping
In a way, she's helping the next generation of actors and actresses follow in her footsteps.
Well, you know what they say.
Well, you know what
The
they
show
say.
must go
The
on.
show must go on.
Okay. So that was Murder She Wrote. And it's a sad thing to say that Murder She Wrote, this game was done. So this last episode, unfortunately, but I had a lot of fun. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was one of my favorite. It was one of my favorite shows growing up, and I still watch it from time to time, on occasion. Just, watch one of my favorite episodes here and there. And I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And I am thinking about, there is a Murder She Wrote 2 out there. And I'm thinking about doing that, but right now, I may wait a little bit. So let me know what you guys think down below, or message me, through Twitter or Facebook, and let me know what you guys think. And so I hope you all enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe and like and all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys in the next game. Bye!